Yo, what's up, YouTube? Skills versus pills. Shoulder roll your bullshit. Kind of back with the right hook, and we'll let ass out. Yo, I just want to ask a quick question to the Pacquiao fans. You know, this question has been in my mind for a long time. I never understood it. There's always a big debate about it. You know, there's actually more people, you know, debating what they feel at their hearts than debating the actual clues that we see and evidence that is laid out in front of us. But in situations like this, nobody really knows until the man himself proves it to the people. You know, it's like in a rape case. You know, a guy can be accused of rape. You know, but nobody really knows except for, you know, the guy and the victim, or the female and the victim. You know, it happens both ways. You know, it's not always, you know, a man raping a guy, a man raping a girl, or a girl raping a dude. Sometimes it's a woman raping a woman, or a dude raping a dude. However you want to put it, but both can be accused. One can be in pain. One can be sitting in jail, innocent. You know, and the only way that we found to tell the truth, the only way that we found that you can come to the bottom of these things, we see with Kobe Bryant, we see with all of these other people, you know, is forensics. You know, if you really want to get to the bottom of something, you can't take somebody's word. You know, like anybody, Shane Mosley, you know, sat there and lied on the stand. Right there, he lies in the beginning of the sentence and tells the truth. And oh, I didn't know. Yes, I went to go see the head of the steroid company guy, you know, but it wasn't about steroids. Yeah, he gave me some samples, and yeah, we took it back and we experimented with everything, but we never thought they were steroids, even though it came from the biggest steroids distributor in the fucking America. You know what I mean? Like, or in Canada, where the hell the guy is. You know, like, who gives a man? Check this out, man. We don't, yo, when they're looking for evidence, they want your fingerprints, they want some hair, they want some blood, you know what I mean? They want a mouth swab, you know what I mean? They ain't no pee in the cup. Come on, man. Come on. Like, when you apply for good jobs, when they want to know if you're on some shit, they take hair samples, they take blood. Because they know that you can buy any motherfucking bottle off the black market, clean your piss out for a week, clean it out for 3 days, you know what I mean, and look like you ain't never did shit in your life, you know? Blood, your DNA, things, come on, man. This stuff stays in your systems at times, and your DNA shows everything you do in your life. You know, hair samples go back years, you know what I mean? And I believe that is what Manny Pacquiao is afraid of. I want the Manny Pacquiao fans to tell me, why was this guy so afraid to do the testing 2 years ago before he fought Joshua Clottey? Why did he leave the tables to fight Mayweather to fight Joshua Clottey? If the guy isn't on steroids and doesn't mind being tested, never had a problem with the testing, but just didn't like the days, why did he give up $25 million just because he'll have to do it for a week longer? Are you serious? This guy goes through the most intense training. They say Pacquiao goes through the most intense training that they ever seen any boxer go through. He's the hardest working boxer ever, outside of Floyd Mayweather Jr. But you know, and he want to take a simple blood test. Come on, he can spar for hundreds of rounds at a time, but a simple blood test. Come on. In a sparring match, his nose is gonna bleed more than blood that, you know, they're gonna take. And you're telling me a nosebleed from Pacquiao keeps him weak for 3 days? Oh shit, that's easy. Mayweather's gonna bust his nose in the first round. He's gonna bleed out, and he's gonna lose the rest of the fight. We just completed the whole Mayweather and Pacquiao saga right there. You know what I mean? If Pacquiao gets weak from a little bit of blood and he can't perform for 3 days, how is he gonna lose blood in the first round from a nosebleed from Mayweather? Because you know he's gonna hit in the nose from Mayweather. First round, he's gonna get hit with freaking straight rights. You know what I mean? Like, so Mayweather hits him in the nose first round, makes him bleed. Pacquiao's weakened. He can't fight the rest of the fight. blood test or not. Mayweather wins, Pacquiao lose. You know what I mean? He just told on himself, man. This is fucking ridiculous. Why are we even talking about this? Because we can't see Mayweather fight nobody else. Victor Ortiz is not going to get credit, you know, for beating Mayweather. He's not. If Victor Ortiz beats Mayweather, he's not going to get credit for it because all people are going to say is, well, Mayweather was gone for a long time. Victor Ortiz needs to fight Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Like Mayweather fans, you know, the conversation's gonna be dead. Yo, if you know, if Mayweather loses, us Mayweather fans, we're gonna be like, yo, son, like money retired years ago. You know what I mean? Money retired years ago. He was only back to make the money. You know what I mean? Pretty Boy Floyd was long gone. He didn't want to be called Pretty Boy Floyd no more. You know what I mean? He wants to be called money because it's just about that money. Right now, he's saying it's for his legacy and everything because he wants the fans to believe he's in it wholeheartedly. No, he's working his ass off for that money. I think he'll win. He has the skills to win. You know, but if Victor Ortiz is boxing, anything can happen, you know what I mean? If Victor Ortiz was to get him, you know, this guy looks huge. At the end of the second episode of 24/7, when Victor Ortiz is hitting the speed, and he said, Floyd, he's like, his motherfucker is like a kid driving a stick shift for a first car. He missed that gear and couldn't recover, you know. He's trying to get, Floyd, oh, somebody's in trouble? Yeah, you're in trouble, man. You couldn't recover, you know what I mean? Like, you lost your grip on the speed bag. So you can't talk and hit the speed bag at the same time and look at the camera. He's trying to do that Floyd shit. Victor Ortiz is trying to be Floyd. You see that shit? Yeah, Victor Ortiz is like, man, Mayweather, looking at the crowd. You know, just fucking around and shit. You know what I mean? Victor Ortiz couldn't do that. He's not on the same. He's not on the same level as that. You seen how simple his jump roping skills are, man? I can pull out a jump rope and do that shit right now, man. Victor Ortiz, he's child's play compared to Mayweather, man. Look at Madonna versus Khan fight, Amir Khan fight. You know what I mean? Amir Khan dropped Madonna in the first round with a body shot. You know what I mean? Like bam. You know what I mean? Like Mayweather puts guys like that out all the time. Those guys would have no chance in the ring with Mayweather. You know what I mean? Amir Khan, he's a pretty solid Olympian. He has a glass chin. You know what I mean? But he's a pretty solid Olympian. And these Olympians have skills that these normal sluggers just don't see coming. They hide their punches better. They hide their fades and their feints and everything. You know what I mean? Their check hooks are crisp. Their 1-2s are crisp. They're used to scoring and not being scored back with this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Pacquiao's a hard hitter, you know, but Pacquiao's more of a counter puncher than people realize. Pacquiao is more of a counter puncher than people realize. When Pacquiao first goes to engage, he throws a feint. Pacquiao's first move is always a feint to get you to the act, and he'll counter off of that. His feints are not clean. Pacquiao feints are not clean. You always know when Pacquiao's gonna punch. He's a slugger that wants to be a boxer. You know what I mean? And somebody like Mayweather, he's gonna make Pacquiao feint 3 or 4 times until Pacquiao's just standing there stiff. He's not gonna be able to juke and, you know, and do what he wants to do to Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like, we learned that from the street. You know, you jump at somebody, you jerk at them, you know what I mean, to make them flinch, and then you hit them. That's your feint, you know what I mean? You make them move, you make them react, and then you do something. Mayweather's the cleanest at that. You know what I mean? He do it with his eyebrows, he do it with his head, you know what I mean? Like, he can do his real quick moves that you don't see Pacquiao doing it with, you know what I mean? Like, Pacquiao mostly does it with his feet, you know? You see him bounce a couple times, then he bounces in. 1, 2, go in. 1, 2, go in. Come on, that only works on guys who aren't gonna move. You know what I mean? Like, that only works on unpredictable targets. You know, when you're fighting Mayweather, you gotta think, you know, 3 or 4 moves ahead. You know what I mean? You gotta think, I'm not gonna feint him right here. I'm just gonna move back and suck him in. You know what I mean? You can't. Pacquiao throws a feint every time he steps in front of a guy because, you know, people don't fear Pacquiao's size. You know, they're not afraid to hit him. You know, the only time people are afraid to hit Pacquiao is when they could just coming for the paycheck, like Shane Mosley. You know what I mean? He wanted to just, he didn't care if he lost every single round. He just wanted to bounce around in front of Pacquiao, throw a couple jabs, take it easy and shit like that, Pacquiao was down for it too. Pacquiao was down to just chill and relax with Shane Mosley, but you can tell they both, well, not Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley isn't influenced by the crowd. Shane Mosley can give a damn about what the crowd thought. You understand? Shane Mosley can give a damn about what the crowd thought. He is a veteran. He has a crowd tuned all the way out. You understand? He's focused on the fight. He's not thinking about the crowd. Pacquiao is more of an entertainer. He hears the crowd booing him. Pacquiao doesn't get booed. He felt that boo. Like, motherfucker, you pussy as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you let Mosley get away from you because you're afraid to engage too. And it actually took Mosley to throw. Mosley threw a feint, but he didn't follow it up with a punch, and Pacquiao countered him back with a punch, and that's when he got knocked down. But it's just back to my question, man. Like, if Pacquiao is so good and he wanted to prove it, he would have took that drug test, man. Something was holding him up. The whole thing with Amir Khan firing Alex Ariza, that really raised some questions to me. You know what I mean? Like, if this guy is behind making you so successful, because he's mixing up this special whip for you and everything. Amir Khan realizes that it's gonna be what it's gonna be. He has the stamina up. They got him to run 20 miles. You know what I mean? That's what this shit does. You know what I mean? If you're only capable, if your body is only capable of running, 10 miles, and no matter what you do, you can never get above 10 miles. Then that's what you're gonna do until you get a performance enhancer. You know what I mean? Then you're gonna be able to run, 15 miles. You're gonna boost it up a little bit. Well, I think Amir Khan got his 15 miles, and he's satisfied with shrinking back down to 12. You know what I mean? Pacquiao, I think he feels the same. Pacquiao gets tired in the 6th round. No matter what Pacquiao does, Pacquiao gets tired in the 6th round unless he's on that shit. There's only been a few fights where Pacquiao actually had energy past the 6 rounds, and those are the fights that we're questioning him about, and questioning him about when he was using and stuff like that. I didn't mean for this video to be so long, but once you start talking about Pacquiao, man, you gotta ask the fans, man. Like, do you actually respect the guy that won't take the test? Skills versus skills. Show the road that bullshit. Counter back with the right hook. And lay their ass out.